Welcome back to watching Corporate Eye. Let's just focus in terms of another buzzing counter. You have KEC International. If you can just quickly pull up today's chart as well as a 1 week or a 1 month chart. Today the stock is seeing gains of around 2.5% as we speak. But a 1 week or a 1 month chart, there you go, 1 month gain, marginal gains of around 5% coming in there. But to get a business outlook, joining us is Mr. Vimal Kejriwal, MD and CEO at KEC International. Good morning, Mr. Kejriwal.
Good morning.
To start off with, firstly, if you talk about Q1 earnings, they have been pretty okay. Margins have expanded, profits have gone up. But overall, what's the outlook looking like in terms of FY18 as a whole?
I think for us, FY18 is looking pretty decent because we have a fairly large order book of almost 13,500 crores as on June end. And we had also announced almost 2,790 crores of orders into that, which was 42% more than what we had earned last year. So we have a very clear visibility, for the next, I'll say, 12 to 15 months on the order book and the revenue.
Right. So if you talk about different segments as well, which are the segments that will be growth drivers for a KEC in FY18?
My T&D segment, which is my core segment, is almost 85% of my revenues, if I include my overseas subsidiary SA, and the rest comes from cables and railways. But on absolute figures, if you look at it, my biggest driver will obviously be railways, which we expect to double from the 400 to almost 800 crores. Solar should also be doubling from 200 to 400. So in terms of percentages, solar and railways would be the biggest one. Civil is a new business which we launched, which was zero last year. So maybe we'll do 150, 200 crores from that. So those are the three drivers which will have. And obviously core T&D will grow at its normal 10 to 15%.
Right. In terms of expansion, are you looking at any newer geographies that you will be entering in FY18?
Last year we entered into around 8 or 10 countries which were re-entered, and specifically being Senegal, we were gone into Malaysia, Thailand, and Egypt and Jordan. This year we are bidding for some more countries, especially in the African region. So we are just keeping our fingers crossed that we get at least 2 or 3 new countries. Generally we have been going around 2 new countries every year. Last year was an exception, but otherwise 2, I will say.
Okay. And apart from that, as you mentioned in terms of the order book as well, what's the number that you are looking at in terms of FY18?
Generally, our order book is around 1.2 to 1.3 times of our turnover. And with a 15% growth, let's say our turnover should probably be closer to 10,000 or something. So our order intake for the year should be around 12,000 or so.
And what's the debt picture looking like?
Debt, we don't expect our debt to go up. Our debt has, last year the debt has come down by 1,000 crores. And we do expect that we should be able to maintain or reduce the debt slightly in spite of the, around 15% increase in the order book, in the revenues.
Right. All right, Mr. Kejriwal, pleasure speaking to you. So overall, yes, the outlook in terms of FY18 looks pretty much positive as what the management has indicated. The stock is well seeing gains of around 2.5% as we speak. But moving from there on, oil and gas counters have been rallying in trade today. Strong tailwinds from rising Q2 GRMs.